Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm back. I'm here to talk about season 1, episode 2 of SUPACELL titled Tazer. Let's get the main character out the way that is titled after this episode, Tazer. Um Second only to Andre. The but it's worse because the most dangerous person in the group of people that's discovering their powers has learned the ability to control it the quickest. And I was like, oh no. Um I'm still trying to figure out how old they are. Because some of them look 17, some of them look 20, some of them look 23. I don't know how old this group is. The Tower Boys or TBs, they lacking. They trash. They ain't got they outnumbered. They run a small block and they act like they doing something. It's hilarious. And the idea, in America we got guns, a lot of guns everywhere. They got knives, and it's just crazy how gigantic those knives are. I mean, dang, they sell guns like they sell knives like we sell guns, huh? Everybody can have a knife. And those knives are like Rambo style. I was just sitting there like, why is the knife so big? And when they roll up on the block, roll up on their ops territory, and they were talking to the young kid, I thought he was a regular civilian. I was mad like I was the last episode. Like, y'all rolling up with civilians, regular people, but y'all ain't rolling up on your own ops and stuff. Then you found out the kid was part of it. And it was like, oh, but it still sucked because Taser used his powers and he stabbed everybody. He was just, and it was horrible. I was mortified. And then he cut dude on the neck. I think he's dead, but he like sliced him right here. It wasn't like all the way through, so I'm not sure that I can't remember. They said 5 people in critical condition or something like that. Um, and then Taser's idea to, oh, we'll get some drugs and we'll just owe them the money later. And they didn't even think to have that conversation with the person they was getting the drugs from. I was like, what? When they was like, oh, thanks. How much we owe you? And dude was like, what? Like we'll pay you back. It's like he's like, get out the car, youngin. And the old ones or the oldies, I can't remember the olders. They call the OGs, the people that's older than them running stuff. And when they had Taser turn invisible and steal the money, steal the drugs. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is the stupidest plan ever. They know it's you. It'd be different if the dude that took the drugs back drove back and they followed him and then he snuck in and just took it. That would have worked. But I was gonna be very upset if they didn't show how stupid it was. And luckily they did. That made me happy. I was like, bet. Thank you for showing what they didn't make any sense. Um Sabrina feeling guilty for what she did. Part of me's like, yeah, she should feel guilty, but the other part of me's like, you know what? She didn't even know she could do that. So for now on, if she beat up anybody else like the way she did with her telekinesis, the ability to move stuff, it's on her. And her sister is horrible. Her sister was like, yeah, he got what he was coming to. Ha ha. Yeah. What you hit him with? Hit him? You can't hit somebody because they cheated on you. You can't just, that's not how that works. Unless you're a woman, apparently, I guess. He was all hooping and hollering, like, yeah, I'm glad you did that. Yay. Um, it's not a bad power to have what she got. She shouldn't freak out as bad as she is. But we will see. Um, Andre, this brother, he stole all that money from the ATM and he takes his son shopping. What about paying that back child support? What about making sure your rent's good for a few months? You still ain't got a job, but he's walking around like going on a shopping spree with his son. That was stupid. And his son, he's soft. It's funny. His son clearly has not grown up rough or anything. And it was hilarious when was clearly talking to like a known gang member or whatever, or like the drug dealer. And his dad, like, who them? Oh, they from the area or from the block or from the hood or from the neighborhood, as we say. And he was like, lose that number. Oh no, he's like, no, they want you to move drugs and stuff, son. Stop that. Don't do that. Okay, I'll delete the number. It was like, that's a crazy father-son thing where he's like, yes, I'm hanging out with these guys and they're clearly they're clearly like bad influences. Not bad influences like just, tough kids or stay out late. No, he clearly said, son, I know you want to hang out with these guys and they're going to sell drugs and everything. Don't do it. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll delete the number. It was like, what? Like, yeah. That was a weird conversation. Okay. Michael's situation. Michael Michael and Dion are hilarious because she's like, what's the big deal? Like, I really wish when he explained it to her, instead of, because he doesn't want to tell her like, hey, I see a future, you're not in it, you're dead. I wish he would explain it to her like the world or the city will be in danger if I don't do this. I think she'd be more convinced. Then again, she might have said, let's just move or let's just leave for a little bit. And if you would say the world, he might be able to get around her saying something like that. And the idea she'd be like, oh yeah, your powers didn't manifest no more. He was butt naked in front of you. And you're like, no, he popped up right next to you. It didn't make any sense when she or did he walk in? Oh, I can't remember now. Oh well. But and when I was at first I was mad when he told his friend, his homie that runs the club, he was like, oh, I got these powers in there. And I was just like, man, what would you do? And I was like, okay, yeah, I got a bunch of friends. I probably would tell like at least half of them. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes next. So that's my review or my thoughts, my review, on the episode. I liked it. It's very personable. Oh, Rod, he's just around. Rod just around. He's just kicking it at this point. I mean, he has no game for talking with ladies as well, as we just observed. I still don't know how to trigger his power. It seems like Rod's powers only manifest when he's late for something. He was late for that drug deal. Then he was almost late to stop the cop from giving him that ticket. And I was like, so you got to be late in order to be the fastest man in the world? That's crazy. Well, I am Cincinnati Man. Please share your thoughts. Please share this video. Please like. If you got this far. Hit a like if you want to. You're not obligated to. So, whatever. Well, take care. Bye.